a very special edition of Race Central TV. We're out here celebrating a terrific event. The Rocky Mountain Vintage Racing Group, almost 30 years they've been around, and they're partnered this weekend with the Morgan Adams Foundation, a foundation to help wipe out pediatric cancer. I'm racing this weekend. I'm having a great time, and we're here with the president of the Rocky Mountain Vintage Racing Group, Pat Hogan. Pat's also racing. He's got this amazing Penske Mark Donahue-driven car. We'll talk about it in just a minute, but Pat, we're literally halfway to day one. This is unbelievable.
It's been a great turnout, a great event so far. We've got, for us, for the Rocky Mountain Vintage Racing, close to 150 cars here this weekend, and we've raised a ton of money for the Morgan Adams Foundation. I know at the drivers' meeting earlier today, they were talking about how the original goal was 50,000, blew through that, 60,000, blew through that. As of this morning, it was 70 grand, and with the charity rides going on today and tomorrow, we're going to blow through that. So it's just been phenomenal.
Yeah, and Jamie Steer and Pat Hogan have helped put this event on, the Rocky Mountain Vintage Racing Group and Morgan Adams. And, you know, I'm having so much fun because usually I have to stand in front of this thing and just be the talking guy, but I actually get to race this weekend, and that's really special for me. But this facility, the weekend, there's a real buzz. This is exciting.
Yeah, for us, it's kind of like one of those big events you see on the coast. Or Road America. You know, we've got the charity event going on. We've got rides. We've got vendors set up here. A lot of race cars. Like you say, there's a certain buzz and energy that we just love having. Wish we could duplicate it at all of our races. But it's due in large part to the great machinery that these drivers have brought out that they so lovingly care for and maintain.
Yeah. Well, and machinery, I'm racing my former Atlantic car, my Swift that I raced with Champ Car Atlantics for 3 years and got a bunch of national lap records with, so I'm having a lot of fun. But Pat, you own a lot of beautiful cars, but I want to talk about this bad boy behind us for a moment, because this thing has got such amazing history, and it really is a showstopper, and you've personally won a lot of awards.
Yeah, this car is a 1966 or 67 Lola T70. They only made 5 of them. Only 4 raced, and the other ones went to people like Corneli Jones, Dan Gurney, and John Surtees. This one was driven by Mark Donahue and Team Penske.
I've heard of that guy.
Yeah, a few people. He's still around doing it, I guess.
Oh yeah, up in heaven.
But we won, did win several awards. We won Best Overall Race Car at the 2008 Fuller International Challenge at Road America. And in 2006, we won a Best in Class award at the Amelia Island Concours d'Elegance. So besides being fast and just a great race car, it's one of those pretty race cars. And I love it, and I try to make it look and maintain it exactly like it looked in 1967.
Well, you're doing a great job. We're here at High Plains Raceway. It's a special edition of Race Central TV. It's the Race Against Kids Cancer, the Morgan Adams Foundation. He's Pat Hogan, president of Rocky Mountain Vintage Racing Group. Race Central host Kurt Hansen. We'll be back after this.
What exactly does the Morgan Adams Foundation do?
So we raise money for pediatric cancer research. Morgan was my oldest daughter, and she passed away from a highly malignant brain tumor when she was 6. And my husband Stephen Adams and I started just a little charity fundraiser as a way to raise a little money to give back, and it went very well. And so 10 years later, we have a full battery of events that we do. We do a rare car and plane show, an art auction, and this year Rocky Mountain Vintage Racers picked us up as their charity partner for their Race Against Kids Cancer.
Hey, welcome back to Race Central TV, a special edition here at High Plains Raceway. So here we got race cars all over the place, we got kids all over the place, heck, we got people all over the place, but it's a special edition of Race Central TV as we are racing for the cure for kids' cancer. So it's the Morgan Adams Foundation, it's Race Central TV, it's High Plains Raceway. Let's get back to more fun right now.
This car is a 1985 March Indy car that I used to race in the American IndyCar Series and then in the United States Speedway Series, and so I've raced in that series since 1990, and my crew chief Arlen Coops has been with me since 1991. We've won 4 championships, and we've got numerous track records, and you know, I've actually got 3 of these 85 Marches. I really love the cars, and it has a stock block Chevrolet. This was originally Scott Brayton's car, and we converted it probably 15 years ago. Well, it used to be the American IndyCar Series. It was designed as an entry-level series for Indy cars, and they designed it around the stock block Chevy engine, and then it went to the Buick turbocharged engine. In fact, a lot of the guys that raced in this series went on to race at Indy. John Hollinsworth, Robbie Unser, Johnny Unser, Buddy Lazier, also Jacques Lazier. And so, you know, it was a stepping stone to Indy. In fact, we used to rent the cars to people, and John Hollinsworth actually rented from us. And Steve Fawcett, who was the guy that flew around the world and set all the world records and got killed in the airplane, he ran a car with us for a season. So we've been involved in the racing of them and also the renting of them. But the renting of them isn't near as much fun. Well, this is a charity weekend. It's a fundraiser for a charity that the RMBR is sponsoring, and so it's just exciting to you know, actually perform in front of some spectators. What we're going to try to do here in just a little bit, set the track record. I had the track record briefly, and then it got beat, and so now it's gotten beat again, and so it's going to be hard to get back. So we're going to attempt to do that here in about an hour.
We're here at High Plains Raceway in Byers, Colorado with Marcia Hubble. Marcia, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So how long have you been racing for?
About 25 years.
And what got you interested in the sport?
I've always loved the sport. Ever since I was a teenager. I was a girly girl, but I loved cars. And when vintage racing first came to the Colorado area, Steamboat Springs, I was at the first steamboat race as
Bye.